All right, so get ready, because today we are diving deep into one of the most well-known stories, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Chinese myth. You've probably heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Changeful Eyes to the Moon.
A classic.
It is a classic.
And especially around this time of year.
Yeah.
With Mid-Autumn Festival coming up.
Yes, exactly.
People are breaking out moon cakes and lanterns and thinking about this story.
And we thought it would be fun to kind of go a little bit deeper into it.
Yeah, beyond just like the simple, the sort of children's story version.
Yeah, exactly. And this myth, it's not just a love story or a fairy tale or something.
Right.
It's really like woven into the fabric of like ancient Chinese culture.
Absolutely.
And their beliefs about the universe and everything.
I think it gives us a really unique window into how people in ancient China saw the world.
Oh, for sure.
You know, the cosmos, the heavens, their rulers.
Totally.
So to really understand it, we got to go back, way back to a time when...
Like back in time.
Back when the myth says there were 10 suns in the sky.
10 suns.
Can you imagine that?
It's hard to even imagine.
Scorching the earth, just absolutely unbearable heat, people suffering.
Yeah, and so like out of this like pretty bleak situation emerges our hero of the story, Hui.
Hui. Yeah, the incredible arch.
He's married to Change, right?
Right, deeply in love.
And they're this happy couple, right? Like
amidst all this chaos.
Amidst this like crazy...
The world is literally burning.
Yeah.
And they have this really beautiful, strong, loving relationship.
Talk about like drama.
High stakes, yeah.
High stakes, right.
And Hui isn't just any archer.
Okay.
He's practically a demigod in this story.
Oh,
I mean, the guy shoots down 9 suns.
9 suns.
To save humanity. That's power.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On like a cosmic scale.
It is cosmic scale.
And we actually see echoes of this throughout Chinese history.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Emperors would often invoke Hui's name to legitimize their own rule.
Oh,
like, we are the descendants of the guy who reshaped the heavens.
Wow. So when we look at the sun today, we're kind of seeing the result of...
In a way, yeah. According to this myth, it's all thanks to Hui.
Wow.
That we have the world as we know it.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah. And as you might expect, you know, saving the world, it often comes with a price. There's always a catch, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, the Queen Mother of the West...
Who is that?
She's like this super powerful deity in Chinese mythology.
Okay, got it.
She's basically like the ultimate divine feminine.
Oh, okay.
So she rewards Hui for his heroism with an elixir of immortality.
Ooh, okay.
So we're not talking just any magic potion here.
Yeah, like this is the real deal.
It's the ultimate treasure, eternal life.
So it's reserved for like very...
Yeah, the chosen few, very few.
Exactly.
Okay.
And here's the thing. There's only enough for one person.
Ooh.
This kind of sets up this whole...
That changes things.
Yeah, it raises the stakes. Yeah, so what does he do?
Well,
what does he do with this elixir?
He makes a decision that has been debated for centuries.
Okay.
He entrusts the elixir to his wife, Chang.
Interesting. So he doesn't take it himself.
He doesn't. And this is where things get really interesting.
Yeah, because why?
Right?
Why would he do that?
Some people say that he was putting her safety first.
Okay.
You know, protecting her. But others suggest that it was a more calculated move.
Okay.
You know, maybe he planned to take it later.
Oh, so he's thinking ahead.
Right after he's established order, you know, saved the world, got everything settled.
Got it.
Then he would join his wife in immortality.
Interesting. Okay, so it's like a little bit ambiguous.
It's totally open to interpretation.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what makes this myth so fascinating.
Yeah.
There's also the whole question of societal roles at the time. You know, some scholars argue that in ancient China, a wife's safety and well-being were like directly tied to her husband's honor.
Oh, so by protecting her, he's also protecting himself in a way.
Exactly. So by ensuring Chang's survival, Hui was also safeguarding his own legacy.
Wow, that's really interesting.
So yeah, a lot to unpack there.
It's complicated.
Yeah. But before we get too deep into all of that, we have to introduce another character.
Okay.
The antagonist of the story.
Ooh.
Peng Ming.
Okay. And who is he?
He's Hui's apprentice.
Okay, got it.
And this is where the myth takes kind of a dark turn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what happens?
Peng Ming is driven by greed or maybe resentment.
Oh, so it's like the classic, you know, student betrays the master kind of thing.
Totally, yeah. And he sees this elixir as his chance for power.
Right.
So while Hui is away,
Uh-oh.
Peng Meng tries to steal it from Chan.
And so Changkin's like in this really tough spot, right?
Absolutely. She's caught between this incredible elixir, the potential for immortality, but also the fear of it falling into the wrong hands.
Yeah. So what does she do? In a moment of quick thinking, and I think incredible self-sacrifice, she decides to drink the elixir herself.
Why?
Preventing Peng Meng from getting it.
So she basically chooses the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, she's like, if I can't have it, no one can.
Right.
And the elixir takes effect immediately.
Yeah.
She starts to float up towards the sky.
I mean, it must have been pretty magical to watch.
Oh, I can only imagine her ascending towards the moon, bathed in this ethereal light.
Wow. So the moon then becomes her home.
Yeah, her eternal home.
Forever.
Forever separated from her beloved Hui.
So close yet so far.
Exactly. And the myth tells us that Hui is devastated.
Of course.
When he discovers what happened, he can see her up there on the moon, but he can't reach her.
That's heartbreaking.
It's a really poignant reminder of the complexities of love and ambition.
Right.
The unintended consequences of our actions.
Yeah, so you have this like really powerful image, right? Eternally dancing on the moon.
Right, this beautiful, lonely figure.
Yeah, and it kind of makes you think about, the price of immortality.
Absolutely.
Like, is it really worth it if you're all alone?
Especially if you're separated from the people you love.
Right, and I think that feeling of longing, that yearning for connection, that's what really resonates with people.
Especially during Mid-Autumn Festival.
Right.
When families gather under the full moon.
Yeah, they're not just admiring its beauty.
Right. They're remembering changing.
And thinking about her story.
Exactly, and reflecting on the importance of togetherness.
Yeah.
Appreciating the people in their lives.
Wow.
Thinking about the sacrifices we make for those we love.
It's such a beautiful, but also kind of bittersweet story.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at its core, it's about human nature, right?
Yeah.
Our desires, our fears, the choices we make.
And how those choices can have really lasting consequences.
Absolutely.
So as we kind of wrap up our deep dive today, I want to leave you with a question.
All right.
If you were in Hui's shoes, faced with that same impossible decision, would you have taken the elixir yourself?
Interesting.
Or would you have trusted someone else with it?
Yeah. What would you do?
Yeah, what would you do?
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It really makes you think.
It does.
And I think that's the power of these ancient myths.
Yeah.
They still have something to teach us thousands of years later.
Yeah. And there's so many other Chinese myths out there.
Oh, tons.
Just waiting to be explored.
Each one with its own unique insights and lessons.
So, yeah, if this one piqued your interest,
definitely go check them out.
Yeah, there's a whole world of stories out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.